And joining us right off the top of tonight's program, softball standout with a capital S for the Simon Fraser University softball squad. Anissa Zacharczuk is joining us tonight. And when I say softball standout, you can't do much better, Anissa, than what you have done so far in the year. You are 10-0 in the pitcher circle this season. You rank 7th overall in the GNAC with a 3.58 ERA. So, first of all, thanks for joining us tonight here on GNAC Insider. And let's talk about that season. At this point of the year, did you think you would be 10-0?
Yeah, honestly, I had no idea that I'd be doing so well at this point. After I got a couple wins under my belt in the desert for the preseason, and I just kept going. So hopefully we can keep going as long as we can with that record.
When you talk about the desert, that's that Montana State Billings Desert Stinger tournament that starts off the year. I understand that Simon Fraser played quite well down there. When you go and get off to a good start, has that propelled you and maybe to the team to an even better season?
Yeah, I think it's really brought us all together. We stayed down in Arizona a couple extra days to do some team bonding, and I think it's really helped us with our chemistry on and off the field.
What is working for you this year in the pitcher circle? What's been your out pitch, and why have you been as successful as you have been?
As a pitcher, you're only as good as your catcher, and with my catcher, Amanda James, we're just always on the same wavelength. We have great chemistry. And, honestly, she makes me a better pitcher every game in practice.
How much conversation do you have with your catcher during the course of a game?
Between each innings, we always talk about the batters and what we can improve on from inning to inning, and just to make sure we're always staying on the same page. And I want to get back to this again. I ask it. I want to see, and I don't want you to give away any trade secrets here, but have you found one of your pitches to be the most effective this year? Yeah, I have. I'm a drop-ball pitcher, so that's kind of my go-to. But it's pretty obvious for all the teams that we play.
How do you set up a batter?
It kind of goes from batter to batter, but our coach, Tina, she calls our pitches, and she's been doing a really great job this year making sure that we keep batters uncomfortable. Well,
obviously you've done just that, or you wouldn't be 10-0 right now. Now, you bring up the name of your coach, Tina Andreana, first year for her. Talk a little bit about her style and what she's brought to the program.
Yeah, she's really she really encourages the team bonding and making sure that we all have great chemistry on and off the field. And it's funny, it's a small world that we're both from Ontario. I knew of Coach Tina, but I never met her until I came out here. But a lot of my teammates from back home have been coached by her in the past. So it's kind of cool just to see everything come full circle.
Well, you bring up the fact that you hail from Kitchener, Ontario, and you went to Waterloo Collegiate Institute, the high school. That's where you were before you decided to come west. What was it that brought you all the way from Ontario out to British Columbia and specifically to Simon Fraser?
Yeah, so Coach Rennie recruited me in 2017, and I really liked the idea of staying in Canada while still playing for the NCAA, because I knew at SFU I'd get a great education and had a great communications program. So it just seemed like the perfect fit for me.
Now, you talk about going into communications. Do you have a career path or a career aspiration?
I'm not 100% sure what I want to do exactly, but I know I either want to work in event planning or social media or some kind of marketing, something where I can be creative.
Why is that? What draws you to that particular area?
I've always loved graphic design and stuff like that, and I feel that in my future, I'm going to need to have a creative outlet, and it'd be great if my future career could be that outlet.
Do you like to do that kind of stuff? Do you draw, or are there other artistic things you like to do?
Yeah, I like to draw and paint, and a lot of digital drawing on my computer and stuff like that. I really enjoy. It's just nice to de-stress and sometimes just when school is kind of hectic, just takes your mind off that a little bit.
So what do you draw and paint? People or landscapes, or is there anything you focus on?
I like to draw people a lot. With graphic design, I draw people. I think mostly people. Yeah.
Yeah. We have the pleasure tonight to talk with Anissa Zacharczuk, the Simon Fraser University softball pitcher who is 10-0 on the year. And not only are you 10-0, that's kind of a magic number. The Clans won 10 of its last 11 games as well. And Simon Fraser named the GNAC Team of the Week after sweeping Montana State Billings in 4 games last week. Now, you play Central Washington on Saturday, and then you stay on the road and play at St. Martin's this coming Sunday. What do you expect from those games, and what challenges will the Wildcats and then the Saints present for the Clan?
I think they're going to be hungry to beat us just because of our record right now, but we're on a high, and I think we're going to continue that high. And we're going to pull out some more wins this weekend, so looking forward to that.
Okay. Do you know which games you're going to pitch?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, I tell you, it has been an absolute delight to talk to you, Anissa. I want to wish you continued success in your career pursuits, and certainly on the softball diamond as well. And again, you're only a sophomore, so you've got quite a career still ahead of you there in Burnaby. So thanks for joining us tonight. My hunch is this is your first, but probably not your last appearance here on GNAC Insider, and I look forward for the next time when we'll have the opportunity to talk again, okay?
Thank you. Thanks for having me.